The garden is looking absolutely beautiful and all these peonies are blooming. And I wanted to do a quick video of all the things that are blooming right now in the garden. And it's absolutely... The spring garden is beautiful with peonies and roses right now. This is Italian Eyes, and it is right by my door. And I sat on these steps to have my morning chai, where they give me this fragrance early in the morning. It is a heavy bloomer throughout the season. You can look up at their website, Prove at Winners, or even go to the garden centers, and you will find various colors to choose from. And next one is this huge blooms that is called Peony Festiva Maxima. This is the first peony I planted in the garden. In fact, this is one of the first things I bought with money and planted as a bare root, and saw 2 flowers next season. And now 6 years later, I have started collecting peonies and roses and things from seeds, and have this beautiful garden. So I do kind of have a very special place for this flower. Ruffles and Ruffles, incredible scent, such a heavy bloomer. This is looking a little sad, but those are daffodil foliage which need to sit for about 3 to 4 weeks after they have done blooming, so they can photosynthesize for next year. So they'll send the energy to the bulbs. So then this week maybe I'll clean them off. This is salvia. I planted one plant maybe 3 years ago. Then it's dropped some seeds, and whenever I see a plant coming up, I usually pull them out and pot in different parts of the garden. And I pretty much do the same thing with all the things. I usually buy one plant, wait for next year, divide them, and plant smaller section in different parts of the garden, so I can have a big show of the similar plant or the flowers throughout the garden. This big amount of flower is called dianthus. They're actually sold in annual flowers. That means they're not supposed to come back next year in my garden, but they do in our area. They're kind of tender perennials. That means they will come back maybe 2 or 3 years after they look very sad. They have only 1 or 2 flowers. That time I pull them out and just put more. Not very expensive at all. So you can buy them in flats and plant them throughout the garden. These bright, these chartreuse green plants are called liatris. I planted them as corms or bulbs throughout the garden. I did not see a single flower last year because the deer ate all the tops off before it had a chance to bloom. Hopefully, I'm going to get some flowers this season. That's another red peony called Kansas. These pink delicate flowers are primrose. They spread by root, so I'm hoping that they will take out all of the driveway side. So this one is a gorgeous, gorgeous peony. It doesn't have a lot of scent. My God, it is a stunner. I don't know the name. I think I either got it from Costco or I have no idea where did I got it from. I planted it 2 years ago. It's coming out beautifully. Underneath that, this small plant, these are called Veronica or candlestick, I think. They will bloom pretty soon. I see them budding out really, really well. I planted some cosmos because there's some empty spaces where there were other plants which I removed them. Columbine, which I started from seeds last year, still blooming. I think we'll have a few more blooms before it goes dormant for the season. I have planted some marigolds, to just take up some space there. These are actually called phlox, and I have 2 varieties of phlox. One are a little shorter variety which grows about 2 feet tall, and there is another one taller variety which grows about 3.5 feet tall. So both are pink in color. This peony, favorite of the season, it's called Alexandra Duff. It is so fragrant. It is very hard to explain the scent. It smells like a candy store to me. It has a hint of vanilla, candy sweetness to it. It's just such a gorgeous, gorgeous scent, and even the blooms are very, very beautiful. I've got some pots filled with violas. They were planted in a bigger planter in the front of the house. Now I've removed them into smaller sections, probably take them back into the back garden because they do like it to be cooler. This side of the garden gets very, very hot. This peony, she is Sarah Bernhardt. They kind of start like all of the peonies start as tight buds and become soft, and they look at that bowl. It literally feels like ruffles sitting in a bowl. Oh, I can't get enough of them. They have such a short season. They kind of bloom for 3 weeks maybe, but absolutely beautiful. This is a patch of Orlea and Verbascum. Orleas are hardy annuals. That means if you put the seeds in the fall, they can sit underneath 2 feet of snow, but they will make plants the beginning of spring and flower late spring all the way into summer. So the plant will die back completely, but then you can collect the seeds, drop the seed in the spots you like late fall, and then you will have some plants next year. I have a few of them in the garden like that. Verbascum is another flower which I started. This is another Sarah Bernhardt. Some lilies will come soon. This is clematis, which I got from Trader Joe's. Don't know the name. Uh, so I'm still trying to learn how to make these long form videos. Have patience with me. The camera kind of moves a lot. I'll learn soon. So that's the garden for this week. When other things begin to bloom, I'll make more videos. Happy gardening, and thank you for watching. This is Savita Enner.